entry into El Hammer. Tanks of the Hussars and Lancers set the dust blowing through the streets of the little town at the end of round one in the heavy fighting which marks every phase of Rommel's last stand in Africa. This is the triumphant sequel to the bloody grapple that has gone before.
Right, Craig, let's have a look at your 8th Army. Tell me all about it. What do you got?
Alright, so this is based on New Zealand forces in North Africa, so very heavy on just plain rifle squads. 2 regular rifle teams, 8-man. NCO's got a SMG and there's a Bren in there. Both regular. This team here, currently modelled by my Maori Battalion section, are veterans, so 1 SMG, 1 Bren and the rest rifles. They'll be riding in the back of a Chevy truck.
Nice.
In front is my 5-man officer squad, 2 SMGs, 3 rifles.
Yep.
Then we've got an anti-tank rifle team, medium mortar with spotter, and 2 medium machine guns for my heavy platoon.
Okay. What else you got over here?
Right, so here's the Chevy truck that's transporting my veterans. Got a Humber Mark II, Matilda 2 with the 2-pounder gun.
Yep.
2 25-pound guns, and my 2 command Bren carriers with a platoon commander in each.
Okay, all right. What's your total to come up to exactly 1250?
1244 from memory.
Okay. Well, they look really good. I'm looking forward to playing them. All right. Well, on my side, we have got Fallschirmjäger from the Ramcke Brigade, backed up with some DAC troops. So at the front here, Fallschirmjäger platoon commander with 4 other guys. We got he himself plus 2 other guys who got SMGs. Then I got 2 squads that are exactly the same of Fallschirmjäger, 8 guys, NCO plus 2 with SMGs, an LMG, and rest rifles. 2 of those. 7-man squad. Again, we've got 1 NCO and 2 dudes with a SMG. We just got 1 less rifleman. And at the back, we've got a 5-man squad, the NCO with the SMG, the remainder with rifles. So, going down the line, we've got the 88 with the spotter. We have got towing that. We've got the SDKFZ 7. We've got an platoon with a Stug, being towards the Tunisia end of the campaign. So obviously faced a few battles. So that is a Stu, my mistake, not a Stug. Then we've got 222 with the autocannon and the MMG and the turret. And looking at the artillery platoon, we've got platoon commander and 1 of the guys there. So there we go. That comes up to 1250 points exactly. Let's see if I've got enough in there to beat Craig's 8th Army. All right, well, here's a table we're going to be playing on today. So first of all, there's my opponent, Craig. Say hi, Craig.
Hello, everyone.
Yep, so he's bought a good army. What did you say it was, Craig? 16 order dice to my 10? 17 order dice to my 10. All right, sounds tasty. Here's what we decided for this Tunisian table. So we're going to go for the sand dunes, which are actually quite good cover there. So we've got some of those on the outskirts of this town. So those are going to be hard cover, true line of sight. we have got these copses, I suppose you call them. And the building itself is this part of the actual construction. So over in here, and then of course we've got the second floor up on here. We've got another one of the market buildings over here on the edge of the town. So this, again, the building on the right, two-story building, as you can see, one story on the left. And again, some nice line of sight blockers, which hopefully should cause a few tactical challenges. Have I missed anything out, Craig? Oh, actually I've missed these walls or barricades. So a bit of preparation going on the edge of the town. And these here are hardcover and linear obstacles and rough ground. And I think that about has everything rounded up. I'll just go backwards here, and again we'll have another bit of a look at the battlefield as a whole. And if we look at it like that, Craig, we better decide which side of the table we're going to set up on, I guess. So key positions it's going to be. So we'll have to lay the objectives out first, and then we'll choose a side. So we'll see you back here soon. It's all about the provisions and the supply thereof, preparing for the consumption thereof. So one by the Oasis, one by the ruined admin building, on the other side there, one over by the bazaar, and the last one is over here around the back of the mosque. So there we go, there's the 5 objectives in total. Let's see who gets what side, and see us back soon for a bit of a roundup of the deployment. Thanks, see you soon. Right, here we go. Bit of a chat through our deployment. So as prepared positions and long table edges. So here's Craig's deployment, the Humber and medium mortar. Coming over to here, we've got the Matilda Bren carrier with an officer in it. We have got the, is that your veteran squad there, Craig?
That's the regular rifles.
Okay, regular rifles. Oh, you might as well keep on talking through what we got here, mate.
Oh yeah, regular rifle squad supported by the MMG and a 25 pounder with in the open but with a good line of sight. Another regular rifle squad supported by a Command Bren and an anti-tank rifle team. Moving further down the table, medium machine gun covering potentially 3 objectives, supported by my small command squad of 5. Got a spotter here on the dune, poking his head over the top of the sand dune, and another 25 pounder covering the left flank.
Sure. In reserve?
Outflank, I've got my veteran team in the truck.
Of course. Yep, myself. So I've got this large FJ squad there around the back of the dune, artillery officer there. We've got the 222 there tucked away with a flak, and looking at that, hopefully we are covered from the line of sight from that 25 pounder, although we're fairly open in sort of other areas. We've got the tow there from the flak, even though prepared positions. I've just tucked in there away behind the dense terrain. Smaller FJ squad here, central. We've got the officer squad at the back, and the smaller 5-man FJ there. I've got my spotter for the 88th just over on the side of the bazaar here, in a rather bizarre position indeed. I've got the stew there, and we've got a large FJ squad over here. So that's our deployment. I'll see you back soon, and we'll look at what happened in the first turn. Thanks, guys. All right, here we are at the end of turn 1. So let's have a bit of a closer look at what went on. Craig's big regular squad has nipped up in there to hold that objective at the end of the turn. We've decided, by the way, that the objectives are not sticky, so you have to hold them at the end of the game in order to control them. The anti-tank gun had a shot at the 88 over there, bounced off. Bren gunner inside the Bren carrier, though, had a bit more luck against the 222, which has nipped up the edge of the board there, and had a shot at the 25-pounder. Failed, however, to do any pins or wound anything. That 25-pounder in return had a shot but missed against this FJ squad on the left that you can see there, which was just visible above the dune. So they've withdrawn. Discretion's better part of valor. The artillery officer is in there as well. The 88 has got fairly narrow arcs. However, what we did decide to do is we started ranging in on this 25-pounder over here, which is being called in by the artillery observer there, which you can just see below the objective in this picture. The Stu came forward, quite a bold move on deployment. The 25-pounder had unleashed a AP round at it, bounced off, and in return the Stu also managed to miss. Probably still had their ears ringing from the round that had bounced off. It's got a pin on it though. This squad of FJ have snuck up to here, and if you can see that Matilda advanced there slowly. Of course, not having any anti-tank weapons in an early war squad like that, but a little bit less of a threat. The Matilda's coming up there, no doubt to unload into them, and the Humber itself also snuck up the edge in order to unleash shot at the Stu, which also bounced off. The mortar over there in the corner of the board, so that had a shot using the observer over on the dune, top of the picture there, at the 88, however, finding out that it was short, it was out of range. Everybody else has remained more or less where they were. I have moved these guys forward to the objective. In the centre here, we've got a smaller squad moving forward towards that objective with the officer squad underneath it. And we go into turn 2, poised. Who's going to make the first major kill and start taking dice out of the bag of the opponent? Join us back here for the next turn. All right, welcome back. This turn 2 started off with the resumption of the duel between the 25-pounder here and the 222. 25-pounder put a pin on, 222 zoomed ahead, advanced, point blank range, and completely missed again. The spotter here, the Fallschirmjäger squad that had moved up and was hiding behind that copse of palms and bushes. So that spotter called in mortar fire and actually killed 4 guys, and things are looking pretty tough now for the remaining 3 guys in that section. So they'll have to think of something to do to get away. The Bren carrier here zoomed into action and spotted the officer right down the far end of the table down there, past the 88, had a shot, somehow was a sniper with their Bren, and killed the assistant for the officer. The remainder of the squad sat resolutely there. The guys over here went forward, had some more shots, putting a couple of pins back on various, I think onto the 222 over there, wasn't it, Craig?
Yeah, the rifle's just trying to keep their head down.
Yep, cool. The anti-tank gun came out here, anti-tank rifle I should say, also had a shot not doing anything this turn. The 25 pounder here. Had a look over there. I think it missed this turn. Agreed, Craig? Did that one miss? It was your Matilda
that one bounced off the front armour, I think, that shot.
That's right, it did too. However, the Matilda, as you can see coming around here, moved forward, moved around the end of the building. And if we get down here, we can see what he can see. And it was a tasty side armour shot. Set him on fire. Luckily passed the morale test. So these guys got back in. However, they're there. They've got 4 pins on them. And now they have gone down, of course, during that turn. So hoping to get them doing something this turn. That squad there of FJ went down. And over here, Humber has snuck around the edge of the board in a really good position now to come from the rear. Maybe tidy up the back lines over here. We'll have to see what happens. All right, that leaves us poised at the end of turn 2. The 88 still ranging in on the 25 pounder over here. Needs a 4 next turn, so hopefully something could be done there. And the remainder of the FJ there just staying put for the moment. Discretion is a better part of valor till they get called in combat. So we're in a pretty good place for turn 3 in regards for starting to get into some tight fisticuffs. Craig seems to be in a pretty commanding position at the moment. His manoeuvrability is paying off for him. Let's see how it goes going into turn 3. Craig's got his guys now flanking. Will he try and bring them on? Can Dan actually hit something? Let's see you back again at the end of turn 3. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Hi, welcome back. Okay, start of turn 3. One of the first dice out, Matilda had a shot at the stew, set it on fire. The guys got out, then they got back in again, carried on ticking, went up to 6 pins. Then later in the turn, over here, the little Humber that could came up, managed to get in the rear arcs, had a shot, and luckily on damage, just crew stun, so added a couple of pins on that one. So sort of got away fairly lightly there. However, there's been some other stuff going on as well. So over in here, we've had these guys, a small FJ squad that was had been ranged in on by the mortar, took off as fast as they can out into the open. The larger rifle squad over here opened fire on them, killed the loader for the gun. So down to one guy there, and they've got a couple of pins on them as well. That same mortar from the spotter tried to range in on them again, so a 5 next turn. Let's hope for the FJ's sake they don't manage to hit that. Couple of pins on the Bren carrier, or a pin on the Bren carrier, and then the guys inside, the officer inside, from the FJ squad here that came through the scrub, the other side of the wall. However, that whole sort of area is still swarming with British, so we'll have to see how that pulls off. The anti-tank guys over here had unloaded at, who did they have a shot at this turn, Craig?
Trying to force a test over here with your machine gun.
Ah, right, okay, yep, over here. Yep, the anti-tank guys tried to take out one of these guys. It's only 2 men left in that squad, so that would have been quite devastating. Now over here, we have some SDKFZ burning bright. So that got taken out. A couple of order dice in a row, 2 or 3 without reply from myself or Craig. Good target prioritization, and eventually just brewed that up. So no escaping for those guys. At the back here, the 88 finally managed to do something. Destroyed the MMG that was up in that copse of palms up there. And due to how tight they were packed as well, also Took 3 guys from the officer squad, but they were resolute and stood fast. Over here, Craig still looks pretty good on this flank here as well. So let's have a look a bit of the turn of where we're at for objectives. So this one's being held by the FJ. It's pretty threatening there though from the British. There you go, zoom out and have a look over there. Over here, the spotter was destroyed. Obviously he wouldn't have been able to hold the objective anyway, but that objective is still being held by that small FJ squad here. This one here is currently not being held by anyone. Craig holds this one in here, and over here also not being held. Craig's still got his veteran multi-squad in reserve in a back of a truck. So, and they're on outflank, so we have to see where they come in, and we're poised nicely for a pretty tense turn 4. So join us again at the end of turn 4. See you soon. We are on film now, Craig. Yes, make thou decision.
So I brought on the outflankers from the right flank, surprising Dan, but I also don't want to snooker my own Matilda's next shot. After my blunder, I'm not getting rid of the stug in time due to a miscount of pins. So the last thing I want to do is end up there.
Yeah, because I've got my guys in that copse of palms and stuff there to the Matilda's right, as you see in there. They've just fired out at that squad over there by the Brand gun carrier. So it's interesting. You've actually surprised me, Craig, because I thought they were coming on the other side because this side was so strong already. But I've no doubt you'll do great things.
I believe I still have my side shot there and I've advanced on.
Easy. What I think you should do is get them all out and disembark them directly in front of your truck.
I will take a shot at that spot over there while I'm here, though.
Okay, let's see how that turns out. See you again soon, everyone. All right, so Craig just brought on that truck. So still got his multi-squad in the back. He opened fire with his MG against the FJ squad over there to the right of the stew, as you see it. Unluckily for him, he missed. Over here, though, it's now pretty much the end of the turn. And, right, we're coming down to what's going on here, because my guy's the closest. Armoured transport, however. Go on, Craig, roll. See what you can get.
Loves it.
Oh, he loves it. All right, well, hopefully I can love it too. All right, let's see if some of my stuff comes out of ambush. All right, let's see what happens. All right, 10 to turn 4. So I hold that objective. Those FJ, due to the terrain, are lying down on the job. But it's a pretty strong flank here now for Craig. We covered those guys coming on. They're still in the wagon. My only hope is these guys over here, that the stew actually wakes up and does something. Otherwise, it's looking pretty good for Craig over here, to be honest. Over here, all right, that 25-pounder's still in the game. He still has a lovely line of sight. The Brand gun carrier, as you saw, survived its test due to the proximity of my guys. They're now hanging their butts out there. So it'll be quite nice for the Fallschirmjäger if they actually manage to draw a dice at the start for once, but they're outnumbered, of course, in their dice. The FJ here went into ambush, as did the officer, as did the flak 36. I actually believe that Craig would come in on this flank due to the my left flank, his right being already quite strong, but he is reinforcing success over there and keeping pushing on his right flank. So those guys went into ambush, did nothing. The flak 36 didn't fire as well, failed its role. This squad here has managed to move out of the ranging in fire from the mortar again. It's still down to 2 guys. The load is gone off that the LMG, and it's got a pin on them. So let's have a roundup. Dan holds that objective somehow for the short term. Dan holds this objective somehow for the short term. Craig strongly holds this objective. Dan holds this one, and little old nobody holds that one. So we're heading into turn, what turn are we now, Craig? Going to turn 5?
Start of turn 5.
Start of turn 5, all right. Well, this is where the metal meets the meat. Let's see how we get on. We'll talk to you again soon. Hi guys, welcome back. End of turn 5. Still 2 Fallschirmjäger in there. An LMG and the section commander, the squad leader. So, yeah, 3 pins. They really wanted to advance to the rear there, but they didn't. These guys came up and managed to unload into them. The Matilda didn't do much against the Stu this turn. The Stu, however, as you would have seen from the photograph, came up to point-blank range of the truck with the multi-squad loaded inside and missed. The truck promptly went up, disgorged its troops, which made short work of the small FJ squad that was holding that objective. The Humber adding some weight to that fire, whittling them down. So that's now held by Craig's guys. Over here, the small squad, the command squad that was there, changed direction and just up by that rock at the top of the screen. So it killed the anti-tank rifles, giving themselves hard cover behind that berm. However, that was to no avail. 3 wounds and exactly what Craig needed. 3 failed hard cover saves, and they promptly disappeared as well. I was hoping that change of direction might take him by surprise. So over here, Craig's still got a really strong right flank. The centre getting even more so. I'm still near that objective. Do I hold it? We'll have to see. Yep, can't measure it, of course. This tow, right, the 25-pounder at the top of the screen there, was on ambush and took it shot, took it well, destroyed it. The 88 here took a shot at the Bren gun carrier, needing 3s, nothing doing. And this FJ squad's finally advanced over top of the sand berm with the officer behind them, running towards that rather exposed but open objective. So at the end of this turn, turn 5, that one is uncontested. This one here, in doubt. This one here, held by Craig. This one here, held by Craig. This one here, held by me by the slimmest of margins. So it's all to play for going to turn 6, and we'll see you soon. Craig, you confident?
Oh, it hangs in the balance. I think the way the dice can go, sometimes it's not over till the very end.
All right. Okay then, guys. Join us back here for the end of the turn. All right, welcome back, everybody. Okay, so a lot has happened in turn 6. So first of all, the 88 fired, turned the Bren carrier into shrapnel. There was the squad over here of FJ moved up. They're looking like, without measuring it, looks like they might be holding that objective there. They opened fire at the guys over here at the rifle squad that's holding the objective. They went down just in case. Good move, no casualties. The officers moved up there as well. So some positioning here behind that wreck meant that the 25-pounder here didn't have line of sight on where it was. It's moved forward in case we roll off and we get a turn 6. As well over here, this officer squad's moved forward again for the same reasons, and so has this 25-pounder, which originally it didn't have its line of sight and its position. It's moved forward and pivoted due to looking forward perhaps in case there's a 7th turn. Now back over here, so this FJ squad moved forward. Using my laser rangefinder eyes, I just didn't trust that that was within 3 inches. Opened fire at the rifle squad that was over there. Didn't do anything except for put a pin on. And actually, I lie. Didn't I kill a guy?
Yeah, just one.
Killed one guy. Okay, cool. In return, that squad moved up into that copse of palm trees and scrub. Still hold that objective, but unloaded into them. Killed a guy. So that machine gun is down to just the gunner by himself holding that position. Over here, so there was a bit of a flurry at the start of this of excitement. So the Matilda opened fire on the side armour, thanks to the new FAQ on the Stu. Didn't do anything. The Humber pivoted on the spot to shoot it in the rear. It did 2 pins and destroyed its steering. So it's got reduced steering, so it can only take 1 pivot now on the advance. Over here, there was a lot going on over here. So Craig, do you want to talk us through what happened over here?
I went for a push with the Bren carrier with the commander in the back in the rifle squad. Perhaps foolishly decided not to go into close combat, tried to shoot him off the objective and failed to do so, thanks to some good cover saves and veterancy. So unfortunately that one's still contested despite how it looks.
Yep, so I've got an FJ tucked in here. There you go, you can just pick him up there now. So, yep, we both are believing that one's contested where it is. And that's how it finished up at the end of turn 6. So, Craig, do you want to grab a dice and bring it over here, mate? And let's do a roll.
The nice big green one.
You're going to use my Moab dice on me, against me, so why don't you do it in here somewhere?
So 4 up we go again.
Using a man's Moab attendance dice against him, I don't know. Oh, we're going for another turn. All right, I think that might be the death knell of the Fallschirmjäger. Currently, it is 2 held each side, and this one being contested. But I think that's about torn it. But let's see how it goes. We'll join you in a sec for some more highlights. That probably won't take long, because I haven't got much left. See you soon. All right. First out of the dice bag for turn 7, last turn. Oh, goes to the 8th Army. Here you go, Craig.
All right.
Okay, so dice 1 out of the bag. The Matildas move forward, point blank, face off. He's got himself in a bit of a blocking position there in case he doesn't blow me up. Go on, Craig. Roll it into...
No.
All right. Let's have another dice out of the bag and see what it is. All right. Seems like every dice counts. So that's 1 veteran in there. Needing a 4 to pass his order test, 6 pins. So I've just advanced. Let's see how far I can go, but I'm quite happy with that. Hopefully it pays off. All right. This is the end of the game. So we rolled the extra turn, as you saw. Started off, so we had a guy who was hiding in here that was contesting this objective. The Humber came up and turned him into vapor. The Stu here turned around and had a shot. The majority of this squad that was in this cover here holding this objective was not in cover, even though the 2 vehicles were over there. The Stu hit. But the guys passed their order test by 1, I think, was it?
It was pretty close.
Yeah, it was pretty close. The Matilda did a great job coming over here and blocking the shot to these guys here, who really squeezed in against the edge and held that objective at the end. So that's 1 to Craig. Good manoeuvre over here. These guys held firm. Pretty heroic sort of squad actually in there. So those fellas have got that objective. Craig's got this one here as well, so that's 3 to Craig. This one here is uncontested now, and over here, Craig moves off the squad up, took a couple of pot shots, but the 2 squads here, so the officer, you can see bottom left of the screen there, killed 1 guy, or killed the assistant, and then the main squad moved up, got either side, and wiped out the last guy.
And both the 25-pounders that could have defended missed.
Yep. So that guy over there did not do well on the Rangers. Neither did that one there. So the only thing, we just got to a point where I conceded. Perhaps this 88 could see past this near cover and into this cover to see, oh, moving all over the place, sorry team, this guy here, maybe, but it's just not worth it anyway, taking that shot, because it's not going to affect the end of the game. So that's it. Craig wins 3-1. Really well done. Craig, do you want to say a couple of words at the end here?
Oh, thanks for the good game, Dan. I hope everyone enjoys watching it. The last couple of turns felt very tense, and I hope that came across in the video. The flank over there with the stew, I made a massive blunder. I don't know if anyone else will pick up on it, not pinning it off the board and rather focusing on other things, which let it rally and come back into the game, which just about was the end of me. So thanks for the game, Dan.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, that stew got to nine pins. Actually, it was quite funny because I only made him veteran because I was going to play him as a stug in this game and give him Panzer Ace, and then I went, you know what, I couldn't find the barrel for the stug, so I made him the stew, and so of course Panzer Ace null and void on it, but that being a veteran actually got us through and almost came close to maybe making the game a little bit closer than what I deserved, really. From my point of view, I think that having a 10 order dice army was bold. I think that, I didn't get a single turn where I was the first dice out of the bag, but that's the way it goes when you're playing 10 dice against 16 dice, so it's a risk you take. And I was punished for it a bit. On the other side, I think that the veterans really held their own, and we were only one shot away from actually holding on to that objective on my left flank over here, which I think probably would have ripped Craig off, to be honest. Done him wrong. So that was a fantastic game, Craig. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for playing a game. And I hope everybody's enjoyed watching us today, and look forward to seeing us again for the next battle report. Thanks, Craig. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.